Hello, 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 and welcome to this final boss fight live stream of Dungeons and Dragons. My name is John, and I am joined by Tanny.
Hello.
Sean.
Hello.
Kaboom.
Hello.
Ben.
Howdy.
And Sammy.
Am I actually here? I don't know.
Maybe Sammy.
Well, you're on screen.
Maybe Sammy. He's having an existential crisis right now. Maddie is not joining us because it's Victoria Day weekend, and by the pool, by the pool somewhere, I believe, from or similar. Enjoying sun time found with family, and I can words real well. This bodes well for the session. This bodes incredibly well for the session.
Well done, John. You can word.
When last we saw you guys,
Yes.
when last we saw you guys, you made your way through the Fane of the Night Serpent. You still haven't worked out that that's the name of this place.
Let's call it the Snaky Bondage Dungeon.
You made
It was the Chamber of Secrets.
You made your way through the Snaky Bondage Dungeon.
Yes.
And you fought multiple
Snake people.
snake people.
Aunties.
Multiple aunties.
I'm an auntie.
So many of those actually, because we actually got something like 27,000 XP for the whole group after we were done.
You did. You managed to aggro 3 rooms worth of guards, as well as a corridor,
And we actually
in
killed
one
them
fight.
with
And
no one getting down.
yeah, you did surprisingly well. You managed the mobs very well. You made great use of your abilities and your people that can take a lot of damage to take the damage, and blasted them from a distance from those of you who can do that. You all hit level 8. So we've got some new abilities in the group.
Yeah.
And
Yes, please. Hey.
And now we come back to you guys here, still in the Snaky Bondage Dungeon place.
We hit
Yes.
the snake. Doopy doopy doo.
And I think the perfect place to start is the fact that Romad is stood next to the triceratops enclosure.
I like triceratops. Dinosaurs.
1 minute, I just need to turn Tanny up a little bit.
Is this loud enough for you? Is this loud enough for you?
So, Romad...
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And that is why Sean is down to about 10% volume.
Bless him.
Why?
Why?
Romad, you are currently stood next to the Triceratops enclosure, and the Triceratops is just kind of looking at you with a vaguely vacant stare.
It's like, you man. What does the Triceratops say? It sounds like John really wants some food right now.
Oh, hello, I'm a Triceratops. How are you?
Yeah,
Hello, I'm Billy.
Billy the Triceratops. Nah, his name's Treacle. I named him Treacle.
My name's Barry. How are you?
My name's Billy. I'm an accountant. How are you?
Hey. Okay, guys, you're funny. You're
Barry
very
the
funny.
Triceratops. Barry.
Well, of course, I mean, we all know that he's a plumber.
Well, I'm going to pet the Triceratops.
Make me an animal handling check.
It's gonna be so bad.
Fail.
Holy shit!
Don't do your predictions.
I don't want to be an ass, but it's actually kind of karma with all the ones you rolled before, in a way.
With the 100 luck, you had
yeah.
to roll a 1. It was
I'm sorry, Tanny, but you kind of brought it on yourself by using all your good dices
Stop.
before the stream.
Major, big, hulky dick, okay?
You go and you attempt to call Treacle over and pet him, and he just and sulks in the corner.
Okay, I'm gonna
You managed to actually wound a triceratops' feelings.
I'm
I'm going to go over and try an animal handling.
You somehow managed to insult its mother.
And Miradon offers him a drink to forget about it.
I'm gonna insult your mother in a minute, buddy.
Riordan,
Go ahead.
the Triceratops stands up, walks up to you, and with a long licks up your face.
Aww. I think you like it.
Meow.
Do you want to come with us, buddy?
Meow.
Can we open up his cage?
Yeah, it's sort of a fence that you can.
There's a Pikachu chop face.
You can release him.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything or just say that we release him?
No, you just release him.
Okay, we just release him then.
And then poor old Roman gets stumbled. Sorry. Insults to Taurus, but it falls on deaf ears. What do you say? I can't hear you. I'm deaf.
If you knew his backstory,
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything to him.
That's
So.
a big beast. How did they even get him through that fucking corridor here?
Yeah, I'm
Magic.
confused as to what we're going to now do with our newfound pet.
Magic.
Rodeo.
My question
I think
is,
Roman pissed him enough to go actually on its back and do a rodeo with it.
I just want to pet it. Let me try
Let me
again.
touch you.
Let me pet you. I love Triceratops.
Roll me another animal handling.
Triceratops being like, stranger danger. Holy shit.
I think at this point you just gotta let it go.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll
So-
figure out how we get him out of here, though.
What are we going to do, guys?
Did Riordan told us? I think Riordan told us
I
about
did,
the skeleton.
I think
I did mention the skeleton.
You?
Big old
What
bony.
Did he tell us during the fight?
Right after, I think, or during.
I think he did come back up yelling about it during the fight.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wouldn't have taken notice then because I had way more important things to do at that moment.
So there's a skeleton down there.
Yeah. There's a doorway on the right as we come down here, and it's just on the other side.
Come on, roll 20.
And
Behave
you said
yourself.
And you said he asked for a password.
Yes.
Oh.
And surely we should go looking for the password. He calls down the corridor.
You can't hear this conversation. You're not here.
And
Oh yeah.
I had a question. Did the skeleton talk in Abyssal or did he speak in common most only?
I believe he was speaking in common.
He was speaking in common.
Okay.
He was speaking in common.
So, Torin and Philippe, and to remind you, Riordan, sorry.
I get mixed up all the time.
You both begin with R. The walls of this corridor show paintings of 4 paintings on the wall.
Is it paintings of sexy snake ladies?
The first one is a giant serpent that coils in the underworld, devouring the dreams of sleeping creatures.
Sounds like your man does.
The second shows Yuan-ti terrorizing the Choltons, feeding their nightmares to the great serpent. The third one shows a Yuan-ti with a flaming sword wearing a golden crown with a black opal leading the snake people to a great door to the underworld.
That does sound.
And the fourth painting shows the door to the underworld opening, releasing the serpent that devours the sun and plunges the world into terror and darkness.
Pleasant.
I love it. Brilliant.
I think that one's the one in there.
Would you guys who are in that corridor like to make me a perception check?
My problem is that
Yes.
Riordan looks really weird
You
right now.
better watch out. You better watch out.
Why does Riordan's token look half? Where's the other half? Like on. I think I know what it is. Yeah, I know what it is.
Torin, you don't notice anything. Riordan and Philippe, the black opal in the crown on the painting that shows the large Yuan-ti with the flaming sword and the golden crown. It appears to be a button.
Ooh.
But you can also see lots of tiny holes hidden in the scales.
Lots of.
I'd press it.
Okay.
So you said lots of holes?
Lots of holes.
There are lots of holes, but
Wait, before pushing it, let me look into one of these holes to see if I can see a blade or something.
well, here's the thing. I'm quick and I had deflect missiles, so I'm thinking that I might be quick enough there.
Okay.
But
what
we're also in this corridor.
I think they're along the walls.
Okay. In that case, when it comes down to it, you two clear out the way for a second.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Where do these holes? I mean, Tori doesn't know, so you have to point that out to him.
Ring.
How far down this corridor? Yeah, Tori, just go out the entire corridor. I'm gonna push a button. Okay, I push a button.
Push that button and everything explodes.
There's a... And you guys watch from the top of the corridor as the corridor fills with a green gas.
Oh, that's not arrows. Deflect it!
Uh,
Deflect missile!
Deflect it, Riordan! Deflect it!
Riordan, would you be so kind as to make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay.
Did he have the nightmare the first time?
Riordan presses the button, the gas goes... And a minute later, when the gas clears, you guys see that Riordan is laying on the floor.
God
Oh
fucking
jeez.
damn
He's
it.
going to have a nightmare again.
God, this is gonna break.
I try to wake up Riordan as fast as I can because I remember the last time they had yeah, exactly. So I try to wake him up as fast as I can to try to prevent him from having a complete nightmare. Maybe he will wake up at the moment it's still nice and cozy before the shit goes down.
It's alright. Riordan is used to his nightmares. It's usually the same one.
He's literally that dog guy that's surrounded by fire and saying, "This is fine."
So, an hour passes.
No, in which case, if the attempts to wake him up aren't happening, I'm going to grab him by his hair
Okay.
and drag him down the corridor.
Wait, before that, wait, I actually got an idea. So you say he's out for an hour,
Yes.
and he tried to open the door before. So I call on the others, I make signs to the others of the party to come here, and I say to the others, I actually have an idea since Riordan is unconscious.
Did you see what I sent to you, John?
Yes, I need to look that spell up.
Because that would have happened in the meantime.
Yeah, that will be happening at the same time.
And since we're going to another part of the story, I'm like,
Doing your best. Okay, what should we do now?
So,
Give me a few seconds.
We can.
Yes, you can use animal friendship on it.
Cool.
Ah,
hmm.
why is everyone able to make friends with pets?
Because I'm a druid. That's what I do.
No, in general, everyone's able to get their own pet, and I'm like, where's mine? I've
You
got
have a
Tammy.
pet.
I have Tammy. She's not a
Yes,
pet.
she's your pet.
You are
She's
the
my
only one
daughter.
of the team who has a pet.
Tammy is not a pet. She's my
Is
daughter.
your wisdom saving throw higher than a
Pet
9?
daughter.
My wisdom saving throw.
I hope so.
Saving throw?
Your spell save DC.
Spell save DC. Yeah, it's higher than 9. Yeah.
So you cast the spell, and Treacle the Triceratops walks over to you and licks up your face.
Nice dress up. And I'm just gonna mount it.
I hate you so much.
And as Philippe calls me, I'm gonna walk with the Triceratops towards Philippe in all Roman glory.
He gets to kind of hear, and then he's like,
Yeah,
Oh,
I know,
so
Tricy.
you like it.
I'm just gonna look down at the corridor being like, hey guys.
So,
Good,
we miss Romad and Seraphine and
And Dragon Bait.
I'm coming.
and Dragon Bait. Dragon Bait, what the fuck are you doing over there?
He's doing his best. Leave him alone.
they're doing my Roll20 as being really slow to move characters tonight, so deal with it.
Dragon Bait, stop!
Things slow today.
Dragon Bait, stop grieving over the dead snakes. We don't care.
I don't think he would actually. It's
You
not the
should be
snake.
very happy about the dead snake, which it happens to be for that door.
What's happened to Rio then?
So, Riordan actually
Button and got knocked out.
he sniffed some gas and then he won't wake up, but we can actually use that.
How are we
That's
going to
good as
use
a plan.
So, I'm watching go. Okay. So, Philip will then open the door knowing there's a skeleton right behind. So, Philip will actually open the door and tell to the skeleton bone before saying anything else, says, they sent us here to carry this man, showing Riordan. Apparently, he tried to go to places he wasn't allowed to, and we are supposed to bring him in there.
The giant skeletal snake serpent slithers out. They will tell us the passphrase. So Ukulamu has spoken.
Shut up.
You're out.
I imagine him saying
Just
that.
talking in my sleep. Shush.
Which one is allowed to tell me the passphrase actually, so that I can tell you?
You must know the passphrase to come in here.
Suck my dick.
Not helping, Ronald.
Not helping romance. You need to play it.
I mean, they didn't tell me, they didn't ask me to say anything. They just brought me right over here, and then they just left without letting me hear the passphrase, because apparently there are older intruders at the moment in the place, so I didn't get to hear it.
They will tell us the passphrase, or they will leave.
I somehow doubt.
But wait,
it's
but
going
wait,
to work.
what? Wait,
I was about to
what
say,
tells me?
this was your plan?
Wait, what? No, I actually had another plan. Man, that was a mistake. But what tells me you actually know the passphrase?
We are Ukulamu. We know the passphrase. They will tell us the passphrase.
Yes, but what if I know a passphrase you don't know of?
Then that would not be the passphrase for coming in here.
Yes, but what if they change the passphrase and they did not notice you yet?
I am the guardian of this place.
Yes, but what if they still change the passphrase they did not notice you? How would you know?
Ukulamu would know the passphrase.
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of doubting that. Was that what language was that actually? So that I can see if I can speak it.
Skeletal bones reassemble themselves into 2 minotaurs. It will speak the passphrase, or it will leave.
So wait, did we see any form of sentences or names on the murals or in the temple in general? Because I don't recall last session that well.
No, we didn't.
Nope.
No,
Well,
Wes Reading would have tried it.
I will try.
We just went down and looked at all the walls, and there were nothing there. I mean, your and Yarden's perceptions would have noticed something.
Well, I will try saying in Abyssal, glory to Okolamu.
Okay.
Sorry, that was all. Stop it. One.
Also, John,
Yeah.
I do what I sent you. I will send the Triceratops over to where Dragon Bait is so he can guard the other passageway in case Yuan-ti's come up.
Wait, come back. I can speak to animals.
No, you stay here.
No, come back here.
At the rate things are going, Romad, we're gonna need you here.
Oh, fine.
Actually, we're gonna need Dragon Bait as well very soon, I think.
He's so interested in the Triceratops because he's like never seen one in real life, so he's like, great. He's very, very like, it's like his childhood drill, really. For me, it's like childhood.
You are very complimentary, but it will speak the passphrase.
Who is it?
This thing has been made to wait for a passphrase. It's not going to accept anything else.
It will speak the passphrase, or it will leave, or it will be attacked.
I turn to Torin and I ask him, when we were on the in the guard room the first day we came to, we had a lot of things written on the wall. Is there anything we could use there? Maybe.
There was. I mean, what was written? There was the other things of Rasinisty.
So if we close the door to let Torin and Theodas think.
I'm just talking to Torin like off of it. So
okay. No. So I don't know.
The graffiti didn't mention anything. I mean, there was who is Unk, but we now know who Unk is.
Who's your
All hail the King of Feathers. We met him. There was nothing there that would suggest a password.
Shame.
Shame.
So I suppose we still have to continue and go further into the place. Yeah.
Or find one of these guys and keep them alive to tell us.
Well, that's going to be difficult. He didn't seem to tend to try and stop fighting. So what happened to Riordan?
He pushed button, gas came out, he fell asleep.
Okay, so usual.
God damn it!
Well, I don't see any way around it. Not like it's written on his face, so... I go towards Philip, who I assume is still trying to talk his way out of this shit.
I'm still gonna see if there's a spell I can use on Riordan.
Philip.
Yep.
I think we're losing time here. It's there's obviously one password we need to know, and there's no convincing this guy to let us pass without it.
Okay, so we dropping it then?
No, I say we continue towards the rest of the place. There's other corridors you could see. Maybe we could find the password there, or like Torrent suggested, like keep one Yuan-ti alive and interrogate.
Okay. I mean, we can do that. So then Philip will just smile to the skeleton and close the door.
I just imagine the skeleton being like, "Hey, that's not cool, man."
You hear as the skeletons that it raised clatter back to the ground again.
Oh, okay, so
So we know not to piss him off.
Yeah, if we could avoid that, that would be swell. Doesn't seem to be the usual Yuan-ti.
Well, come on, Riordan grabs him by the hair, drags him down the corridor.
I was definitely waking him. I was going to like try and like shake him.
We've already tried waking him up.
Furious, like, could you just like take him on your shoulder rather than
I could do
destroying?
that, but it's his own idiot fault that he's asleep.
I mean, you could slap him when he's back up. I'm okay with that.
Where would be the fun in that?
Hang on, let me just try something. If Ultranti allows me to. Give me a second. Oh. Yeah. Does that hit your gamma class?
While he's unconscious, yes.
Roll the
Is that
damage.
like roll damage? Oh,
If you
no.
kill him, I fucking swear.
Breathe me up.
It deals 8 points of necrotic damage as a skeletal hand latches around his throat.
Not sure what you're trying to accomplish here.
I think murdering him in his sleep isn't the best way of doing things, but
Trying to make him. I'm just trying to say ways.
Have you tried making him drink some of his alcohol? That might wake him
Where's his alcohol?
in his pouch.
I grabbed the alcohol in his pouch.
Which one did he grab?
Let's hopefully not the sorcerer's.
And he turns into a sheep.
that's
All right.
I
John,
just
I have 3 different types of alcohol in my bag. I don't know whether you wanted to roll for this to decide
1d3.
which one.
Are
yeah,
you
roll 1d3.
are you picking at random, Tanny?
Hold on.
It depending on what. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick random because I'm assuming the boss doesn't have an actual label of them.
I
Ben?
don't know my wines.
Hold on. I think he gave me a little vial of alcohol before.
I gave you some sorcerer's ale before.
I gave him Soldier Out. I'm not going to be using that.
Ben? Random bottle the third.
She gave me Fey wine.
Ooh.
I don't recall what it does, but I expect it's bad.
It is bad as far as I'm concerned.
I need to look some stuff up.
Like basically sniff it first. What does it smell like?
They wine.
I
wine.
assume
It's-
wine.
It's a very fruity.
Would I actually recognise the wine because of being in the Fey before? Did I do a history check?
I mean, you were a slave in the Fae, right?
Yes, I was.
I'm not sure
I
a
would've-
slave would have contact with wine.
Oh, she served it.
I've been there for 30 years. I've been
Yeah,
there
but
for like a very long time. I was basically
Still-
drowned with everything, to be clear.
You still were a slave. Slaves don't drink wine.
No, but
Might have served it.
I served it, yes. I would have smelled it. But there's many ways they did to me as a slave, actually, and I prefer not to think of that.
They forced me to drink Fae wine.
And they made me eat volivons.
I did worse.
She had to. He had to clean the sticky cans. Oh, and they were so sticky.
Oh God, and there was the times when I had to eat nothing but ice cream for a week. It
So,
was torture.
And that him being the person they practice massaging.
what happens then?
I'm still downloading a PDF.
Damn it.
Hmm.
Talk amongst yourselves. Oh.
So,
So, Tanny, if you want to roll a intelligence check,
go.
I'm going to go full guy who sits behind you at the cinema who has the rustly packaging.
We could tell.
I would have murdered you already.
Okay, intelligence. Oh
No.
shit!
Oh. Yeah, you don't know.
yep, this is fine.
I think the 100 you got at the beginning of this was roll 20 giving you the finger. 'Cause, damn.
So,
I mean,
I think
that's
Rob
actually-
onto us and it's now
that-
going
that's
to...
actually-
Right,
that's
I'll
actually-
rolls.
That's actually a special issues used to work, you know, up to 99 it was good, but then the 100 was the ultimate failure at some point.
Good luck on forever.
so Ben,
Yes.
you suddenly awaken as this very fruity, very flowery wine is poured down your throat. It's been about 15 minutes you've been dreaming of the same thing you were dreaming of previously.
Fair enough.
Roll me a d20.
It's gonna go so well.
11.
Imagine if you stopped over
You die. You straight up die.
Hmm.
Yeah, died, man. Sorry. I actually.
Ooh.
I don't like the silence of John thinking what's gonna happen.
You okay, Riordan?
He's just trying to think, how is he going to make Riordan living as a goat for the rest of his life?
Riordan, your brain rewires itself slightly to more Fey designs,
Okay.
causing you to think very Fey thoughts now and again.
Okay.
Once
That's
per day,
interesting.
when I feel like it, I can give you disadvantage,
Ah.
as you just suddenly have a random thought.
Did
We've
I
got fey boobs.
did I cut out the gas this morning?
But you do awaken with a start.
Ah,
Yeah,
what
you're up.
happened?
Oh, you zonked out somehow. I don't know what the other guy. Apparently, you went gas or something. What you eating, by the way, Sean?
McCoy's,
Oh, what flavor?
Very loud.
bacon.
Oh, yeah. You doing okay?
Right. So,
By the way, you probably
the
feel
snake?
cold, by the way.
We're not getting in without a password.
Need to go further into the place.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
I would probably think that you probably still feel cold because I tried to do a chill. I did a chill touch on you.
I can imagine so, but still. I sort of brushed that off to after drinking. I think that was that.
I make him stand up.
Okay. So, where next, guys?
The only way is up.
Really? I thought it was another way back there, but okay.
It might be, but I think they lead to the same place actually.
Okay. Let's go then.
What we do then? Oh God, what are we
Ooh.
doing here? Jesus.
Come on, roll 20 to get your shit together, please.
No.
Yeah, it's so.
I'm intending to explore the corridors where the triceratops is that right?
Yes.
I
Draco, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah. Doing good, doing good. Is that a male or a female triceratops, by the way?
It is.
Look underneath, you'll find out.
It is a male.
Ooh, that's a buddy.
I'm telling you that it's
Good
I
old
know the
Treacle.
name of Treacle.
Let's go here.
Roll is not having a great day with me right now.
It's not having a great day with anybody at the moment. I think it's because they're doing that The Descent.
Okay, so let's wait for people to join us.
I'm trying.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm blocking the corridor.
I am looking at this door, but I'm waiting.
Give me about 5 minutes to actually.
Give me about 5 days to get there.
Let me pet Treacle again. Let's
We'll
give
do
it
next
a go.
week. I can tell you what's what.
I pet Treacle again. There we go.
Do you roll any good this time?
12.
Treacle allows you to pet him.
Yay!
I allow your existence.
My connection to the server has been dropped.
Oh,
Interesting. And he's still
that is. Wait, does that mean we can do whatever we want because the DM can't do anything against us?
No,
Rick went down at 10
it means that all of the things that I have open to help me DM and stream this have to close because I have to restart the connection.
You please sue.
Yippee-ki-yay.
So quickly, while he's doing that, let's sneak up further and get through before any of the fights can start.
That's not how this works, Ben.
I'm pretty sure all he'll do is throw even more fights at us.
I think
Fighting.
we
What's that? You snuck past the 10 guys you're gonna fight? You're fighting 50 now!
Yeah, that's not going so well for you.
I think our room will 9 actually.
Yay! XP.
Yay!
Yay, money. Oh, money.
Did we actually loot any money on all the
Nope.
corpses? Yeah.
I haven't looted anything.
I don't think what's the most sad. but I think that-
we did loot candies.
I
That's
mean,
true.
I don't know what is more sad, that we actually killed that many people without getting a single coin, or that they get that many people in that big of a place without having any coin on them.
I think most of what we fought haven't had coin on them.
I mean, it's the abandoned city of Omu.
Yeah, I don't think they have much of a monetary system.
No, it's not abandoned city of Omu, it's the abandoned city of
Th-
Boo.
that's- They say that, but the dragon had quite the treasure when we beat it.
Because it's a dragon!
And
The dragons hoard everything!
Oh, wait,
Red dragons love gold.
I love dragons.
Meanwhile, silver dragons, I think, like artwork.
Yes.
and green dragons just like people.
I just
Just
like
stay with
They
it
do?
forever.
I do have a book that tells you what each dragon likes. It's
I
actually
thought-
quite cool.
I thought green dragon were like poison stuff.
Oh, they are poison, but they convince people to stay with them forever. Mind manipulation.
Right, Sean.
What?
You approach that room.
I'm not going into it, I'm literally blocking the corridor so that nothing can come in to catch like everyone else.
A blood-stained altar stands in the middle of this room. It has shackles. It has shackles bolted to its top and niches carved into the sides. Housed in each niche is a human skull. Grooves run down the altar to gutters in the floor, allowing spilled blood to drain into the wall. Clay urns overflow with wet bones and gore.
Fancy.
Think of the sacrificial chamber.
On the opposite side of the room, there is a portcullis door,
Okay.
and up here there is a door that is set back.
Did you actually open that one?
I was looking if this one was locked or not.
That one is not locked.
Can I listen through it to see if there's anything?
I don't know. Can you?
Sure.
Stranger danger.
Give me a perception check.
I will try.
I will try a perception at disadvantage too.
You have you press your ear up against the door.
And
Philippe.
of death.
Philippe smacks his head into the wall.
Someone in there?
I just imagine Phil just being like, I hear nothing. Boom, there's something behind it. I heard boom. No, that's Philippe. Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, I just imagine being like, I will try to see what's in there, and then just open a hole by with a headbutt and like, hello?
So I will open this door towards.
You can hear somebody moving around inside.
Okay, I will warn people that there is someone inside this place. And then switch with Philippe.
Yep.
Telling Philippe to get his halberd ready. Drawing my short bow. Telling Roma to fucking get back here.
Okay.
They might have a password,
Just
so
wait for
let's
Tammy to
try
come
and keep
back.
them alive.
And Philippe.
Yep.
Open
Ready.
the door when you're ready.
Yeah. Jump and that's no snake.
It's not a snake.
What is
That's
it?
women, I think.
It's a woman.
I can't see through. Oh, okay.
I'm assuming you never seen
Yeah.
a woman.
I will go
Ah.
here to let people come.
There
Tell
is
me about it.
So wait, I just see the woman's token, but is she actually armed? Is she actually?
yeah. If I can have a second to describe it. A haze of incense lingers inside this chamber. Faded murals decorate the walls, and throw rugs and cushions lie scattered on the floor. An engraved chest rests in one corner next to a stone urn covered in snake carvings. A woman with the head and lower body of a dark-skinned woman and the lower body of serpent coils stands next to the urn.
Oh, so she is a snake. She's a bit snake.
Yes.
She's a baby.
What are
Hello,
you doing here?
I was actually about to ask you the same question.
This is my room.
Oh, so okay, so you're no prisoner actually.
I live here.
Do you know the password?
So actually, Philip turns to Theodas like, with the face saying, do we attack or do we?
Well, she's not immediately attacked us.
Yeah, question, John. Does she look like she's about to jump at Philippe's throat?
No, she's holding an urn.
Okay, so I still would like have her have my bow pointed at her head, but I would be like, talk first, then see what happens.
And preferably put down the urn.
She lowers.
Last time.
We had a bad experience with a jar in another room.
And
Put down the
slowly,
pillow.
very slowly.
She lowers the urn onto the table.
So, do you know a password?
Yes.
Oh, good. What's the password?
Why should I tell you?
Because currently he's pointing a bow and arrow at your face.
Actually, I think telling us the password is the quickest way for us to leave your room. You know.
True. We could leave you alone.
I mean, we also have another quite pertinent question we could ask her.
What would you like to know, Dragon Lord?
Dragon?
Is she talking to Torin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you see anyone else in this room that?
It looks
No,
like a...
that's why I was asking, because if she wasn't talking to Torin, I was like, shit, that's dragon in there.
Well, we are seeking something that was taken from one of the shrines.
You mean the puzzle cube?
Yes.
Raznisi's little toy.
Rasnisi.
It isn't in here.
Oh, good, because otherwise we'd trash the place.
Not yet completely.
It is in Raznisi's quarters.
And could you
Oh, she's
direct
pretty.
us to there?
Oh, character, she's very pretty.
If I do, and you slay Raznisi, Fenthaza can take over, yes?
Are you Fenthaza?
I am Fenthaza.
Okay, that was getting confusing here.
Using with this, we'll speak with
Okay,
first person.
so I'm guessing you're not a fan of Raznisi.
I brought Raznisi into power, but he is failing.
How old is this guy? Like, how long is this? Oh. No, I meant as in Razani's sneeze. Call him sneeze now.
Raznisi is losing power.
Well, in which
Yeah,
case it's mutually beneficial.
Yes.
My question is, what do you know of the death curse here? Yeah, the affirmative.
Death curse.
Yeah. Are you fully aware of this?
No.
Okay then.
They are a little bit out in the sticks. Maybe they don't know.
Oh, it's so out of character.
The death curse. Interesting.
It's a curse that's leeching the life from those that have been resurrected before. And preventing resurrections as well.
Make an insight check. Anybody in that room?
Insight check, motherfucker!
Ooh.
If I can find such somewhere.
Nope.
Ow.
Inside.
I
At least Theodos knows.
Theodos.
Possibly Riordan.
I expected as much from both Theodas and Philip.
Theodos.
Mm-hmm.
As you've got your bow trained on her, there is a flicker of a smile as you describe the death curse to her, and then as soon as it goes across her face goes back to being a blank mask.
I'm tempted to do a warning shot here.
It is not a warm smile, it is the smile that a snake would give to a mouse that is running away and trips.
Okay, I make a warning shot like just next to her, not totally on her, like really a bit far, not to hit anyone, and then draw another arrow immediately. Okay, I'm not playing here.
Make an intimidation roll.
That was gonna go well.
Do you want me to do invitation? Can I help him? One.
If you're helping, you can give him advantage. So roll again.
Okay. I reroll that. I did worse, so I'll keep the 13.
13.
The arrow thump, into the wall, and she just looks at it. You wish to speak with Raznisi? I can show you a hidden way.
Sorry,
I don't know
I just love the Roman intimidation, but from super far from the roar! From all the way across the room.
So on that, I answer to her. Okay, I don't trust you at all.
This is fair.
You could just walk me and my friends into a trap and murder us all.
Yes.
I have no guarantee that you're trying to take down this Rasnis for your own agenda. You might just be very, very good at lying. So what's my guarantee that you'll actually do what you're going to do?
I don't wish to die in this room. Especially if, as you tell me, it is the end.
Tell us more about the end.
You have just informed me that resurrection is no longer working.
But you seem pleased by this news. Is it because you want Rasnis to be dead forever?
Yes.
So Something tells me.
Wait, so that means Rasnisis does not need your help to resurrect?
She's trying to oppose Rasnisis.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
trying to take him down to take over.
She's not opposing him, she's replacing him. It's not the
Oh,
same.
I forgot what opposing means actually. That's the reason why I said
I
it.
think you mean depose.
Yeah, depose, yeah.
There we go. I got it. Get it. But you're on. Yeah.
But yeah, so I understand that she is planning on us to murder this guy.
Mhm.
In that case, how about you give us the password for the room down the way? We can acquire some items which could be of use. Certainly make killing off this Rasnisis a lot easier. And it would go a long way to make us trust you.
The passphrase is Black Mask.
Okay, I'm gonna say that.
Seriously? I mean, Philip he has a frank disappointment on his face, like, seriously, that's it?
I'm just gonna go. Oh, I'm in the wall. Jesus Christ, I'm in the wall.
Bro might go straight into
I
the
was
wall.
gonna do,
That's
Alright, I'm
was
gonna
gonna
go.
do a quick-
I'm immediately going down there. And
I was gonna do a quick insight, but no.
I mean, I think
I
he's
do.
going to roll. I roll an insight because Philip is actually shocked
Mind
that
you, I've seen
that
that
would
you've
be
run off, so I'm gonna start running with.
insight.
I'll insert, yeah.
Yeah, insight as well, yeah.
Ah shit. Yeah, no, Philip is
He's not. He's not exactly.
I might know. Might.
You think she's telling the truth.
And then I said to Philip, oh, you know what, I was expecting actually worse than that. Something like, cup of tea or...
Meanwhile,
Stupid passwords are very good because you never think about them.
gleaming scimitars, serpent helms, and suits of scale armour cram the racks of this vault. Large bones and horned skulls litter the floor, and a large shield made from the shell of a tortoise hangs on the far wall. A large skeletal serpent slithers out from behind the racks, raises its head, and says, "They will tell us the passphrase, so Ukalamu has spoken."
Is it Black Mask? Black Mask.
Black Mask.
Black Mask.
If you tell it 5 times, I don't think that's the password.
You may take what you are wanting.
Also, you look pretty awesome.
Thank
You do
you.
you, buddy. You do you. That's why.
It will take.
I say that out. I say that out of character though.
It will take what they want,
Okay.
but
Well,
leave
it's-
that which does not belong to you.
Which is one that does not belong to us.
Well, that's all of it.
Alright. Once Philip saw that the two got in the room, I guess I could go back to us because I have to confirm that the password was indeed Black Mask, which sucks.
Philip's fanfiction is ruined.
I'm so sorry.
Make a petition to redo the password.
I thought the password was a love letter from you to the snake skeleton.
The armory contains 10 suits of scale armor, 50 scimitars, 20 longbows, 20 short bows, and 50 quivers of 20 arrows each.
Bring me some arrows, I need them.
And it was
yeah.
just the armory? Seriously?
Philip is so disappointed, it's so funny.
I don't mind just doing a perception as well, just in case I might be. With this a high chance.
Romad, do you want to do detect magic?
Yes, I'm gonna detect magic. Let me just making sure I've got the right one. And boink.
The shield on the wall, made of tortoise shell, has a aura of transmutation magic.
Ooh, but my guess is I think that's the one he doesn't want us to take. I feel like that's something you might want not.
I mean, words he used was, don't take what doesn't belong to you, which is literally everything in this room, technically.
I'm gonna take some arrows,
Okay.
and I'm actually gonna take the tortoise shell shield.
It will put that down.
I'm assuming you just.
Ooh, triggered.
I'm assuming this is the one you don't want us to take. Then that's fair.
Yes.
I'll put it back then. Does it belong to anyone?
It belongs to Sekilok.
Sekilok, huh? Okay, fair
What
enough.
if he's dead?
Hold on. I'm going to try a persuasion. But he
Oh,
asked
no.
us to come and get it.
Oh god, please don't. I was gonna put it back.
Only he is allowed to touch the shield.
I put the shield back. It's not-
Very well. We'll tell him.
But
We'll tell him.
We'll take the arrows. Is that okay?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Where in this
It's
room
okay.
is the turtle shield, by the way?
It is on the back wall.
I'm assuming here, yeah.
Okay, so could I try to distract him over this way?
There's no need to get the shield.
I won't. I'm not leaving this too easily. Here, I'm going to actually get it.
How many arrow quivers were there?
There are 50 quivers, each containing 20 arrows.
Can I take 50 quivers? Can I take about 2, 6, 80 arrows?
Yeah.
And nothing damage.
80 arrows.
You want more than that?
No, the question is, how the fuck do you go with 80 arrows?
I have many ways. I
Also,
have-
does anyone need any scale armor? I want.
Yes, Romad.
Shut the fuck up. You're not in here.
Your armor class, for fuck's sake!
Shut up,
Improve
I
it!
want to see my nipples, okay?
I don't care! I don't want to have to res you every fucking session!
You don't have to, buddy.
Fine, don't.
Okay, I don't then.
It'd be interesting if I banished the snake.
He will come back, you know.
Yeah, but if you
well.
banish him, we can be long gone by the time.
No, we
By the
won't
time
be long
he's
gone. We won't be long gone. I think it's just 10 minutes, right?
I think it's a minute.
A minute. Yeah, no, you won't be long gone.
Yeah, but given how adamant it was about guarding the room, I don't think he will go out of the room to be like.
I think he
Romad,
will kill
do
us
it.
all for our fucking place,
it.
so don't do it.
Skeleton.
Do it.
Nah, I'm not.
Do it.
No.
Wait. What if it has magic resistance? Because at this point, it will just look at you and you will be like, fuck. And also, there's only the two of you in
There's
there.
a chance the banishment will fail, and then he just attacks you.
And
Okay,
also,
and-
Riordan,
And we're
you have
nowhere near you guys.
and also Riordan, you have no place to run in that room.
What does the scale
Hmm.
armor look like? Does anyone have a picture?
Riordan takes it as a challenge.
Scale armor is like little metal scales, like fashioned under
Yeah.
over a chain shirt usually.
I'm just gonna look online. Because most of UNTs don't exactly have armor. They're just basically seen.
Hmm.
Hey, shut the fuck up! You're not there.
Can Romad wear the armor?
That's the problem.
Probably it's medium or heavy, I can't remember which. I don't think warlocks can wear that.
Warlocks can wear light armor.
And is that a heavy armor?
Medium, possibly scale mail.
Scale is medium armor.
Yeah, I can't wear it.
So yeah, you wouldn't be proficient with it. Sammy says he's going to need to feed you armor at this point. So you take 80 arrows.
I take 80 arrows. Do you want more arrows?
No, I should be good until I die.
Okay, I'm gonna grab more then. Take about 150. Yeah, aggressive. Next time I see an NPC with light up, make the fucking thing from my face. Okay, so I get 150 arrows, and I'm gonna go straight to Didas and leave poor old Riordan.
And drown me in arrows.
I just like this. It's like basically, except for like getting, it's like flinging the money at you. I'll just fling the arrows at you in a
Just
painful.
here you go, drop.
Can I try to
Um,
make a sleight of hand to try and take the shield without him noticing?
Oh, that's gonna go so fucking well.
Oh, by the
I'm
way,
gonna have to.
does Theodas pick up his arrow in the wall?
I would this arrow break because I did shoot at a stone wall.
If you shot at the stone wall, yes, it is broken.
So no.
Okay.
Make
Hey,
me a sleight of hand check, Ben.
Wish me luck, guys.
No,
Hey, Nat.
it worked. It worked.
Oh, that's not that great.
Not brilliant.
Most people here have a better passive perception than that.
It will put that down. It does not belong to them.
I'm just so curious about it. What does it do?
It is a shield. It is Sekilok's shield.
It is not your
Oh, yes, but
precious.
it does something. I can tell it does something. I have a feeling about this.
It allows him to lead better.
So a bonus in charisma.
I was trying
But
to
if it's such a great leader, then why does he need it?
Because he sucks.
Or is he a terrible leader? In
I-
which
I-
case,
I
why
would
do you
just-
follow him?
I would just laugh if you break the snake by asking that.
I do not follow him. I follow
Well,
Raznisi. Seklok is Raznisi's champion.
You traitor.
Ah.
Wait, doesn't he
Well,
need
in
his
that
shield
case,
even
if he's
more
such a
then?
great champion, he should be able to take it off of me himself.
You would like me to summon him to here?
Wait, you can do that?
When you say summon him, you mean as get him to walk here, or summon him as in
As in
teleport?
get him to walk here.
I love how polite this snake is.
I'll tell you what. Don't worry about it. I can go and find him myself. I'm going to try and run out of the room now.